One simple trick. As promised, I'm going to show you exactly how to hook this up. And when I show you my trick, you'll never forget it and you'll remember this. It's just too easy. Y'all stick around. First thing I'm going to show you today is the correct way to route your fuel lines and how it's supposed to look with it on the machine. This little deal I did up, I got an idea from another YouTuber. He's a great guy, and I'll tell you about him in just a second. So y'all come on in and take a look down here, and I'll show you what I got going on. So the way this works, you're going to be sucking fuel from your fuel tank in through the carburetor, then through your purge valve, and back out to the tank. If you happen to put this on wrong, and I'm going to probably make a little mess here, but that's okay. If you happen to put these on wrong, it will not pump because fuel only goes through the carburetor one way. It'll stop in a second. See right there? See, it doesn't want to pull the purge valve open. See it sticking right there? But it only works one way. You heard the suction come off of that. I don't know if you could hear that or not. I did, but once you hook it up correctly, it'll work. Now, the other thing is when you get it starting to prime and you're purging that, I say prime, you're purging the air out of the carburetor is what you're doing. Keep an eye in through the throat of the carburetor that it's not leaking any fuel out of either port of the carburetor. If it is, you've got some carburetor issues. If it won't prime either direction, there's most likely a carburetor issue. Now, the way you'll tell, if you take your lines and let's say you want to hook in, let's test our line in our fuel tank. You'll take both lines and just hook them up to your fuel tank. And you can sit there and pump. And then you'll know that you are able to pull fuel. That'll tell you you've got a bad carburetor. Something's wrong inside. Now, for the simple trick, so you know how to hook this in correctly. The way you know, if you take, I'm pulling that out. The longest one is coming out. It's coming out. It wants to send fuel back to that fuel tank. Pump it out and put it back in the tank. This one, the short one, is pushed in. It's shorter. So it is pulling the fuel into it and out through the long one. In the short one, out the long one. In the short one, out the long one. Pulling it out. I tell you, you'd never forget that. So remember, your long one is your return to the fuel tank. Start there. Then you have your other line from the tank and hook it up to your carburetor. And if you get them backwards, you know now how to correct that situation and get it routed back correctly. And pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. There it is. All the air is purged out. Our carburetor's not leaking or anything. So there you go. I told you I'd tell you where this came from, and I'm going to put a link to his channel down in the description. Steve's Small Engine Saloon. Great guy. He did this idea. That's his idea. My trick is the pull is the long and the short is the end. The pull the long one back out to your fuel tank. But this was actually Steve's idea. I'll put a link to that video right down in the description so you can go check his channel out. And I am sure maybe you're already subscribed to him. If you're not, go click his subscribe button. We'd appreciate you clicking our subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up and be sure to click that bell so you can get all of our new videos. Thanks for watching. I'm T-Bone. We'll see you next time.